Hello there! Today I will be reacting to Porto in Portugal. 10 incredible things to do in and around Oporto. This is gonna be incredible. I've been before to Oporto, but yeah, it was just in the airport. I mean, I had a layover of about 5 or 6 hours with my friend. We went out of the airport but still stayed in the area. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But of course, we didn't see anything because we were traveling to Madeira. So it's definitely my wish list to visit everything in Portugal because I haven't visited pretty much anything. Oh my God. I've only been to Madeira. That's crazy. And I'm learning Portuguese for already like 3 or 4 years. So yeah, I definitely need to go. Okay, without any further ado, let's check it out. Let's learn something new.
What's up, guys? We're here in Porto, and in this video we're going to
Well, let me see if there are Portuguese subtitles. Yeah.
show you the best things to do in the city and around it. It's a really romantic city with a ton of history and of course some really tasty wine, so I hope you enjoy this video.
We are Zach and Ina, full-time digital nomads from the United States and Belgium. We met while studying abroad in
Links are in the description. I think we already saw a video from them in Sintra, if I'm not mistaken.
2018 and have been traveling the world together ever since. We're here to inspire your next adventure, whether it's hiking in the Canadian Rockies, a road trip through the US, or backpacking across Africa. On our channel, you'll find unfiltered videos of hiking guides and the best things to do in destinations around the world.
Located in northwest Portugal along the Douro River, Porto is the second largest city in the country. The city played an important role in Portugal's history and was a flourishing trading port from early on. But only in the 18th century did Porto really establish itself as a key trading hub. This was thanks to the export of port wine to England and the rest of the world. While Porto is still famous for this type of wine,
If I'm not mistaken, also in War and Peace, they said that the nobility in Russia were drinking Porto wine. I might be mistaken, but I think if I still remember that book. Yeah.
there are also a ton of other reasons why this is a must-visit travel destination. From its stunning old town to its
Wait, sorry if I'm stopping too much. There's also the sandwich. I don't remember what is it called, but it looked amazing. I still remember when I was first learning Portuguese, I saw some videos in Porto showing that sandwich. Oh my God, it looked so good.
authentic cuisine and romantic viewpoints, Porto has so much to offer. In this video, we highlight our favorite activities in and around the city.
Visit the churches, of course.
Whether you're religious or not, visiting the churches of Porto is a great way to get to know the city's history and architecture. There are dozens of beautiful churches in Porto, but a few stand out, such as Clérigos Church and Tower, St. Francis Church, the Church of Carmo, and the Porto Cathedral. If you only want to visit one, we recommend the Porto Cathedral, as it's one of the city's oldest and most historical monuments.
That looks so cool. How big is it? Oh my God. Lello bookstore.
One of the most visited attractions in all of Porto is undoubtedly the enchanting Lello bookshop. The building dates back to 1906 and is often nicknamed the most beautiful bookshop in the world due to its blend of different architectural designs. The unique wooden staircase, ceiling piping, and stained glass skylight are just mesmerizing. However, the shop is small, and the queue to get inside can be very long. We recommend buying a skip the line ticket voucher, which comes with a free book. In this way, you'll potentially avoid hours of waiting.
This is so cool. Wow, that is incredible. I've never seen a library that you have to line up to get into. I mean, of course, when there's like someone do signings that is pretty famous, yes, but just to visit the library. This is so cool. I had no idea. It's too loud. Let's see.
Apart from its traditional port wine, there's a lot of food to experience in Porto. You can try local and national specialties, such as tripas, which is a hearty stew made with white beans and beef stomach. You can also try codfish.
My family loves it. I can't. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't like it. Oh yeah. Also the bacalhau. My parents love bacalhau. I'm not a fan of seafood. Oh god. Okay. But that's that sandwich. I still remember that sandwich. I'm sure they're gonna show it now.
And grilled sardines. But our favorite regional dish was francesinha, which is made up of various kinds of meat inside bread, with melted cheese on top,
so good.
and sometimes an egg.
So this is one of the most traditional Porto dishes, and it's called francesinha. And you can try it anywhere, in any restaurant in Porto, but the recommendation from our guide was to try it at Café Santiago. So let's try it.
Wow! It looks so good. How much would that cost? Let me know. Let me know. How much would that cost? Walk the riverfront.
At number 7, we have the Riverfront promenade along the Douro. It's one of the liveliest parts of Porto, and a great place to walk, dine, and sightsee. Here, you'll observe beautiful views of the river and the iconic Dom Luís I Bridge. When we were there, it was the busiest day of the year, St. John's Fest. At this festival, the city commemorates their patron saint on the 23rd of June with live music, drinking, grilled sardines, lots of dancing, hitting each other with plastic hammers, and tons of fireworks. If you have the chance to visit Porto on that day, we highly recommend it.
Cruise of the Six Bridges.
Another great thing to do in Porto is to embark on a classic Six Bridges cruise on the Douro River.
So majestic.
From the water, you can admire the beautiful landscapes and red roof buildings of Porto, as well as Vila Nova de Gaia, all while learning about the historic bridges that connect both cities. The cruise will even take you near the seafront, where the river pours into the ocean. Boat tours leave from the riverfront in Porto and last about 50 minutes. To book your tour, click the link in the description below.
Wow, bro, what? Wait. Bro, look at the colors. That's crazy. It's like you're in, I don't know, like in Scandinavia or Northern Europe. That's crazy. Wow. What is this castle? I mean, that's crazy. I hope they will show it now. View of the city.
Similar to Lisbon, Porto is a hilly city with many breathtaking viewpoints. The Vitoria viewpoint is among the best known ones, with views over the old town and the river. Other beautiful viewpoints include the street next to the Porto Cathedral, or from the cathedral itself, as well as the Virtute Promenade and Park, and from the waterfront of Vila Nova de Gaia. Our favorite sunset view was from the Ribeira viewpoint.
So we're right now walking the Luís I Bridge, and if you cross it, you actually come into a new city, which is called Vila Nova de Gaia. And from there you can watch the sunset over the city of Porto, which is incredible.
I want to see. Wow. Bro, it's so beautiful. Day trip to Peneda-Gerês National Park.
Located near the Spanish border, the Peneda-Gerês National Park is a 2-hour drive from Porto. It's the oldest protected area and the only national park in Portugal.
Really?
Covering about 695 square kilometers. From authentic mountain villages to amazing landscapes with numerous viewpoints and waterfalls, this place is truly breathtaking. The park can be easily explored by car, as many roads connect the remote villages and beautiful viewpoints. However, the best thing to do is to get out in nature and take it all in. You can find a link to a 4x4 day tour from Porto in the description below.
cute. Muito fofo. Bro, this is incredible. Look at that. Wait. Give me a second to appreciate it. Look at that. Bro, this looks like... Wow, this looks like something in the Azores. This is in Porto. I mean, it's not in Porto, it's in the north of Portugal. Wow, this is incredible. This is truly... Wow. I wonder, can you also find mushrooms in here? I don't think so, right? It's a national park. I don't think you're allowed. Maybe. I don't know. How do you find mushrooms in Portugal? Douro Valley.
One of the best things to do near Porto is to visit Portugal's most beautiful wine country. The Douro Wine Valley sits on the banks of the Douro River, upstream from Porto and almost to the border of Spain. This region is where the famous port wine is produced, and it's known as the first demarcated wine region in the world. But besides its wines, this valley is also worth visiting for its incredible landscapes, nature, and history. We spent 2 days in Paso de Regua and enjoyed wine tasting, hiking, and learning all about the region. You can also do a day trip to this region by embarking on a boat cruise from Porto. Find more info about that via the link in the description.
Oh, this is so interesting. Villanova de Gaia one cellars.
If you don't have time to go to the Douro Valley, there's also a closer option. While less idyllic, Villanova de Gaia is also known for its port wine. In fact, all of the port wine that's produced in the upper Douro Valley would historically be transported here in barrels on traditional boats. This is why the riverbanks of Porto today are filled with wine cellars and tasting rooms. Most wine cellars offer wine tastings and guided tours, during which they'll explain more of the history. But besides the wine cellars, this waterfront is also home to numerous restaurants and offers some of the best views of Porto.
Wow, this looks so cool. Vinho do Porto.
High quality, more slowly, and way to
Free walking tour. I always take the free walking tour whenever I go to other city. I mean, it's never free because you will feel like an asshole if you don't make a donation. But still, it's very valuable. I think it's very valuable.
One of the best ways to get to know Porto and the history of Portugal in general is by taking a free walking tour. During a 2.5-hour guided tour,
2 hours
you'll see
and
the
a
main
half.
highlights of the city,
That's a lot.
like São Bento train station, Café Majestic, Aliados Avenue, and much more. But you'll also get some recommendations for where to eat, go out, and just have fun. The tour we did leaves a few times per day from the Liberty Square. Find more info about it via the link in the description below.
So my name is George Lopes, and I'm from a small town, very near Porto actually. It's called Severo do Voga.
In your opinion, why do you think people should visit Porto?
Oh wow, I think this speaks for itself, right? And this is a very, very beautiful town, not only because it's a historical city, but because it's very much alive. This is basically where Portugal was born. The city, the name of Porto actually originated the name of Portugal.
Makes sense.
And that's it for our video on Porto. There are a few places we didn't mention that are definitely worth checking out if you have the time. For more information, such as the best time to visit,
That was really nice, the video. Too many sponsors for my taste, but yeah, I mean, I understand. If you do something, if you do this kind of job, of course, you have to maintain yourself if you want to keep that lifestyle of traveling and all that, if you want to do it for a living. But still, if you have any more recommendations of other videos of exploring Porto, like on the food, maybe places to visit and whatever that is not related to anything sponsored, let me know down in the comments, because I feel like many places were skipped just for a monetary gain. I will say like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course, because people is doing this not just for free. This is a work, of course, for many people. But still, if there are other videos where we can check out more beautiful places in Porto, maybe some hidden gems, definitely let me know down in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, where you come from in Portugal, or Brazil for that matters, or Africa, whatever. I just want to know where you come from. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.